If you want to buy your domain names from one place and host your website at another, you need to point your domain name to your web host. It's called changing your name servers. This means you will be doing business with two different companies, one company for your domain name and another company to host your website. The advantage is if you wanted to change to a different web hosting company, all you need to do is change your name servers. Chances are, if you don't like your host, you might not want to pay them for your domain name moving forward. The disadvantage is it's a bit techy to set it up, and it can take up to 72 hours for your domain name to talk to your web host. It's called propagating your website. But once that happens, you simply install WordPress and you start building right away. On the flip side, if your domain name and hosting are in the same company, you can start building your WordPress website right away. There's no waiting for your domain name to talk to your web host. But in our case, and for this training video, we are keeping the domain name at NameSilo, which is where my customer bought her domain name. And we're pointing it to where her website will be hosted, and she's having it hosted on Bluehost. So again, we are pointing the domain, we're not transferring the domain. And I want to make this point because if you've never done this before, your web hosting company will give you many opportunities to transfer your name to them so that they control both. If you're pointing your domain and not transferring it, this is what this video is about. First, I'm going to NameSilo. And this is where the domain name lives. Your domain name might be with a company like GoDaddy or Namecheap. But in this case, we're at NameSilo. And the first place I'm going to go is Manage My Domains. My customer only has one domain name here. If she had more, there would be other choices, but she only has the one. So I'm going to click on that domain, which takes me to this page called Domain Console. And I'm in the area called Name Servers, and I want to change the name servers. So I click on the word change, and up comes the page Name Server Manager. In Name Server Manager, where I'm focusing on is this area here. Right now, these are the default name servers to NameSilo, and this is what we are going to be changing. So in order to do that, I have logged on to my customer's Bluehost account already. I'm already in her panel. And from here, I'm going to click on the word Domains. And once I'm in the Domains page on Bluehost, I will click on this tab here that says Name Servers. In order to host your domain with Bluehost, please point your name servers at the current registrar. And there again, I want to warn you, it also says, you may also transfer your domain to us to simplify the hosting and renewal process. But we don't want to do that. We just want to host our domain with Bluehost because we want to keep our domain name with NameSilo. So what I will do is copy the first name server. Edit copy. And back at NameSilo, I'm going to replace this default by just hitting paste. And then I have yet another name server, and it's telling me here, here's my second name server, NS for name server 2. I'm going to copy this, edit copy, and edit paste. And then I will remove the name server number 3 because we don't need it. And then as I scroll down, I will hit the submit button. And you can see that they're processing the form. And on this page, you'll see the status that they're processing. And this is where it can take 24 to 72 hours for the name servers that you see here, which are the default name servers to NameSilo, and then they will be replaced with the name servers that are here. So we're going to be looking for ns1bluehost.com and ns2bluehost.com, and then putting WordPress on that domain.